It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I've been to Iceland. I picked up some products from Iceland. I've reviewed a few of them recently, but it's time for the big one. This is Iceland Takeaway Extra Hot Chicken Tikka Masala. 375 grams of I nearly called it millilitres then because I reviewed beer as well. 375 millilitres, I nearly called that then. 375 grams. It goes in the microwave for 8 minutes and 30 seconds on a 800 watt microwave. It goes in a gas Mac 5 oven for 50 minutes or fan assisted at 180 degrees for 50 minutes. So let's do it. So it says to remove the outer container. This is going to be hot. This really is. Iceland don't mess about. When they put extra hot on something with a 4 chili rating, they're not messing about. You pierce. That was quite satisfying. Pierce the film lid, whack it on a baking tray, and you stick it in an oven for 50 minutes. So I'm going to go and do that. I'll be back to review this when it's cooked. Right, this chicken tikka masala is ready. Extra hot chicken tikka masala. Let's have a look at it first and foremost. Just out the oven, boiling hot, piping hot curry. Really oily. Really oily. Let's get rid of the fork a minute. And oh, look at that. I was almost scared that lump of chicken there was going to splash and I'll have a bit of chicken tikka in my eye. Oh, really oily, really oily. That's what I've kind of observed straight away. Right, so here we go then. Here's a look at it. It's kind of, you have a look on the sides here, you can see the oil, a dark, I don't know, that might be blooming Carolina Reaper sauce or something along those lines. So the meal was, you can either buy 2 meals for £5, or it's £3 if you want to buy it on its own. I bought this. What did I buy it with? The chicken noodles that I reviewed a couple of days ago. That's what I kind of paired that with to get my 2 for £5 in Iceland. So, piping hot curry has separated. That might be the heat. Let's get into it. Normally, when you get an Iceland curry like this, it's punishingly hot. But I got a funny suspicion here that I'm trying to mix it in. I'm trying to break the separation, if you like, but I got a funny feeling that the hot sauce is separated here from what looks like a cream, a rich creamy sauce. I mean, so far, it's warm. It's warm, not in the sense that it's come out the oven warm, but it's, in terms of spice levels, it's warm. It's not crucifyingly crazy like I was kind of expecting. Iceland curries have got a really good reputation that if they say extra hot, they're generally blooming warm. Oh. 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 Slightly boingy bit of chicken there. Oh, that took a lot. Normally, if I'm eating that in the house, that's normally going straight in the bin. Slightly fatty, kind of boingy, springy bit of chicken breast there. Oh, that took a lot to get down. Let's check if it is chicken breast first and foremost before I start talking about chicken breast. I got to give you the right. It is marinated cooked chicken, 28%. And of that, it's 92% chicken breast. So of the 28% marinated cooked chicken, 8% of that marinated cooked chicken is not chicken breast. So perhaps I just ate more than that 8% of non-chicken breast there. It's funny because the more I'm eating it, the more it's warming up. It is. I would describe this as a more flavoursome curry. Sometimes Iceland make curries to blow your face off, basically. Your Carolina Reapers, ghost pepper curries and sausages and pizzas and scarily spicy chips. But this is more of a flavoursome dish. It's quite nice, actually. For the £3 you pay, it's not bad. I like the creaminess about it. It's almost kind of like got a creamy korma mouthfeel, but then there's a big kick to it. That piece of chicken was okay. Nice and soft, nice and tender, not too, well, nice and soft, nice and tender. A decent piece of chicken there. So, I set myself up here for a battle. I mentally set myself up for like crazy hot, crazy spice. I'm going to be dancing round the bar. But none of it really. It's more, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's a really nicely flavoured curry. In fact, if I ordered this from a Indian takeaway and it was delivered, or if I picked it up like this, I'd be perfectly happy with it. For that £3 you pay is another bit of slightly awkward chicken here, but it's quite tough, it's quite hard. But if you can get over that, if you can get over the slightly debatable chicken breast, then I think you like this. Lots of herbs, lots of spices, lots of creaminess, lots of richness. If you added a portion of rice with this, a portion of pilau rice and a nice garlic naan or something, this would be fantastic. It really would be fantastic. Really good, dare I say it, with the chicken breast, mind you, but the sauce more than kind of overcompensates for the slightly dodgy chicken. It's quite good value for money. And I say that because if you go into an Indian restaurant these days and order something like this, it's going to cost you £6, £5 or £6. Whereas Iceland, if you buy it on offer, you're buying it for £2.50 plus your gas and your electric. But the meat isn't as good. I find myself going for the juice more than the meat. The meat's a bit... The chicken breast is debatable in this one. It's normally pretty good from Iceland. Normally you get a really good quality bits of chicken breast in here, but not this time. It's not great. Ingredients. So there's low-fat yogurt powder. That's that creaminess. Let's get straight into the spices then. There's garlic, paprika, black pepper, onion. I'm just picking out the things that are going to kind of give you a lot of flavour here. Garlic puree, ginger puree, red chilli, salt, chili powder, coriander, shio koji, whatever that is. Red dried chilies, roasted ground coriander, roasted ground cumin seeds, paprika extract, paprika extract, garam masala, that's ground coriander, ground cloves, ground cinnamon, ground ginger, star anise, chili powder, ground cumin seed, ground fennel, ground black pepper, ground bay leaf, ground nutmeg, ground cardamom, turmeric powder, paprika, ground cardamom and ground cinnamon. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. It took a little bit longer than the stated time to cook. It was a lot longer than the 50 minutes that they asked for. It was something like 1 hour and 10 in the end by the time this curry was cooked. So you might want to bung yours in the microwave. But I think I'm ready to rate this. A bit of a tacky top lip. It is quite warm after eating a bit of it. I'm slightly disappointed for Iceland because I think if they got the chicken right in this dish, I'd be raving about it. This is right up my street. It's the right amount of heat that I like. It's giving me a nice buzz from the chili, the flavours. It's rich, it's creamy. It's a beautiful curry. It's just the chicken lets it down just a little bit. So rather than raving about this curry because of the slightly dodgy chicken, I'm going to say this is a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. If you're susceptible, if you're a little bit nervous about kind of like funny, boingy bits of chicken in your chicken dish, then you're going to struggle with this a little bit, like I have. If my mother-in-law took a bite of that chicken, she'd probably throw the whole dish away. She wouldn't be able to eat it. She'd be like, no, not touching it. And I totally understand that because I used to be very much like that. It's only trying to kind of train your brain to like get through it all, especially standing in front of a camera doing a food review. You've got to kind of like expect these situations. But I think a 7 out of 10 is pretty fair for this extra hot chicken tikka masala. Love the sauce. I thought it was great. Didn't love the chicken as much as I probably wanted to. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.